Paul Krugman, we keep hearing that we're in a so-called Great Recession. So why are you calling this period a depression?
A recession means that everything's going down. So officially the recession ended in June 2009. A depression is a period when you are down. You may be going up and down a little bit. So we call the Great Depression, roughly speaking 1929 to 1939. That's a period of 2 recessions and 2 recoveries, but the point, it was lousy all the way through. And that's what we're going through now, a long period of bad times. Even though we may be technically in a recovery, GDP may be growing, we are not in fact recovered, and so it's a depression, and it has the characteristics of a depression, that mass long-term unemployment, monetary policy, conventional stuff is at its limit, the zero interest rates. So this is like the Great Depression, only not quite as bad, but still pretty bad.
But still, if you want President Obama to stay in the White House, and I would assume that you would prefer him than his competitor, do you want to start a negative reinforcement loop where you keep saying it's a Great Depression, people will say, maybe so, and they won't spend anymore?
I think that I wish I had that much power from the title of my book. But no, I mean, the point is instead to say, we need to act. It's not okay. There's been this strong tendency of a lot of people to sort of say, oh, well, the recession proper is over, the financial crisis has died down, no need to take more action, particularly at places like the Fed, whereas the reality is this is a terrible situation and we need to move to end it as fast as we can.
Well, speaking of power, a lot of people say Tim Geithner won't be coming back as Treasury Secretary. Would you want that job if asked to serve?
No, I'm a terrible administrator. You really don't want me running a department. And I like to be able to speak my mind, and I have, thanks to the New York Times, I have a place where a lot of people get to hear it when I do. So I think I'm in the right place right now. But I did write a book, End This Depression Now, to give a longer form of the argument, because I think that was important right now.
And in the book, you're quite critical of Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke. Actually, you accuse him of being a hypocrite. Can you explain why you're so harsh on him?
No, I'm actually trying to help him. He may not enjoy the experience, but I'm trying to help him, because Professor Bernanke, Ben Bernanke, as he was when he hired me at Princeton, had a lot of good things to say about the need for central banks to be especially aggressive and to keep on trying whatever they could in times like this, in times when you're in a depression-type environment. Those criticisms were aimed at the Bank of Japan, but they now apply to the Federal Reserve under his leadership. And he gets a lot of grief from the right, from the people who say, do less, don't print money, worry about inflation even though it's not actually a problem. He needs to be getting some flack from the people like me who are saying, actually, you're not doing nearly enough.
This market is
stock tickers market.
Stocks have rallied this year.
We're coming into a Monday where we're going to